3 seasons in, and we're just getting started. You've heard the whispers. You've felt the shift. Now it's time to face the boss. Welcome to Season 3 of the Final Boss podcast, where every episode is a power move, every guest is a game changer, and every Tuesday, a tech takeover, and every Monday is motivational with special guest Thursdays, and sitting down with the Final Boss Sundays, hosted by Turbo the CEO, the architect of insight, the voice of the underground, and your guide through the glitch. Plug in, lock on. This is the Final Boss podcast. Season 3 starts now.
Welcome to Season 3 opener of the #1 podcast in the world. I'm claiming it, and we're just going down right now, man. Listen, the Final Boss podcast. I'm your host, Turbo the CEO, and I got a treat for you guys tonight. Tonight, we're doing a double dipper. We doing a double dipper, double tripper. We dripping in double. He closed out season 2. He closed out season 2 with a spectacular, phenomenal show for the 100th episode, ending out season 2. And we're bringing him back for the opener, because we got more to talk about. For the opener of the Final Boss podcast, because we're back, baby. Listen, my man and probably distant cousin, I'm gonna throw that out there because we probably related. My man Hector Williams, man, let's give him a clap, man. Let's bring him on board.
Yo, Turbo, the CEO.
What's up, sir? Salute. Boom.
Yes, sir. Back in the building,
What's going on? Welcome back, man. Welcome back, like we used to say in DC in the 80s. Welcome back like cook crack, baby.
Yes, sir. We back in the building. Let's go.
Let's go, man. How was the first, before we get started, man? I gotta thank my supporters out there. Thank all the smarts, motivators, final bosses. Hey guys, I appreciate you. Please continue to contact us on all the social media sites. Let us know if you have any questions, concerns, and you'd like to be on the show. Send us an email at info@TheFinalBossPodcast.com, and we would get back to you, man, and let's make the magic happen. But tonight, man, we get ready to season 3 is going to be crazy. Let me tell you, season 3 is going to be crazy. This is episode number 101, and the title of tonight's episode is DC to Hollywood, because I got my man Heck, my distant cousin, my man Heck over here.
Yeah, they don't know about that,
baby. Look, and we're gonna cover all the grounds. We're gonna hit all the points. And it's going to be a great and fantastical show. Let's give it up for him one more time. Boom.
Let's go.
So tonight's brass tacks comes from an anonymous. It's anonymous. I'm going to just say it's anonymous because it says it's anonymous. Entrepreneurship is living a few years of your life like most people won't. So you can spread the rest of your life like most people can't. That's crazy.
That's tough, man, right there.
That's profound, bro. That hit right there, man.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yes, sir. So, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling amazing, dude.
Man,
I'm feeling amazing, man.
I'm so glad to be back, man. Like, let me tell you, I needed the time off so I can restructure and get some
Yeah.
things together, man. I'm going for the number one spot. You see, I got the crown on the mic and the crown in the background. I'm going for the number one spot.
Yeah, and that's why you need that balance, dude.
Man, we got to, man. Got to. So I feel good, man. I was getting anxious. That little time off. It was a couple of weeks.
I know, right? Twiddling your thumbs, like, what am I do? What am I do? I'm trying to get back.
Exactly. Look, school was out. No podcast. I was only doing Motivation Mondays. As a matter of fact, all the shows are back. To all my viewers, listen. Special guest right here every Thursday at 9 p.m. live. Then we're going to go Sunday with me, sitting down with the Final Boss Sundays. Then on Monday, we have Motivation Monday, which is in 2 parts. Crack of dawn, and then at 9 p.m. live. And then Tuesday night, which is Tech Tuesday with the Sensei, who's my SME, subject matter expert on all things technology and AI and all that other crazy stuff. Tuesday. Those are the 4 shows, man. So make sure you tune in for all of those. And right now, it's about this guy on the other side. That's what this show is about. And we getting ready to get into it. Episode DC to Hollywood. All right. So we covered a lot of information last time you was here, but there was still a lot of stuff that we didn't get into, man. We was just touching the surface.
We were.
You know what? I was thinking of like, man, we went through your life pretty much top to bottom, and then we was getting to the good stuff. We was getting the good stuff, the stuff right now. Yeah. So from screen to scenes, let's talk about how entertainment met entrepreneurship. And you, the mastermind that you are, were able to put it all together.
Wow. Great question. Let's see, where would I start? Because the thing was, Hollywood, it was never really on my mind.
I can honestly.
Dig it. It was more so at the time, like I was sharing in the first segment, or in the last segment rather. I was just trying to hustle, dude. I was just trying to hustle because when you don't have that full-time income any longer,
right,
the bills keep coming.
Yeah.
And you can't tell them, hold tight. Yeah, they not hearing all of that.
No.
So for me, man, it was more so about the hustle. And out of the hustle came opportunities. Mm-hmm. And it just so happens that one of the opportunities led me to, I guess you could say, the big screen. Not me being on front of the big screen, but being behind the big screen, or at least having my products or my garments on the big screen.
Right.
And then from there, dude, it just spread because I'm a networker like you. So Absolutely. Once you get me in the building, I'm gonna shake and move and find out who I need to meet. And that's exactly what happened.
Look, last week, I think it was I don't know what day it was, but I know I started seeing all the posts sometime last week and all the Rammies. First of all, let me say this. That damn suit you had on, bro. Man, that suit was crazy. Man,
I appreciate it, bro. That's what the team be going for. Crazy,
dude. That thing was crazy, man. The details. Listen, man, I'm all about the details. I tell people all the time. I'm like, listen, man. devil's in the details, man. Look, you see the devil is in the
Yeah.
details, man.
It's all that, the accessories, how you
all the accessories, everything, man. I was like, man, this dude is killing it, bro. This suit right here is the winner. And look, I saw you had a good time, man. Looked like everybody who was at the ring just had an amazing time, man. I was like, damn, how I missed this one.
That's one you want to make next time, dude. Nice.
Yeah, I'm there, bro. Whatever, I committed myself to a year of just kind of like focusing on business and setting things up, man.
I got you.
I got great news this week. Sometimes, man, you pushing, and you're looking for those moments that you can actually transition in and see something tangible. So the other night, I was in here struggling mentally, just like doing research on all types of stuff, getting ready for season 3. And I got a notification email from the U.S. Patent Trademark Office saying that they accepted the trademark.
Oh, yeah.
All sweet. 29 parts of the logo.
Oh, yeah. That's sweet. That's big.
Dude,
that's not only sweet, but that's
huge,
big.
Man. I was like, man, we in. And then the next day, so I go back and forth between here, the IT and the IT company. The next day, I got a notification from SBA that my IT company is certified for veteran-owned business.
Oh,
and what is it? What is the other one? SDVOB, which is
all disadvantaged.
Yes, yeah.
Veteran-owned
business. Yeah, man. I got certified in those, man. I was ecstatic. That took 3 years to do.
Yeah, because that process is lengthy.
It's lengthy, bro. Real talk.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man. So, but back to you. And I won't miss any of these events. So if something is coming up, man, it's popping, yo, hit your distant cousin. Say, yo, distant cuz, look, let's be out. And that give me an opportunity too to hit you up and like, look, man, I need it. Let me get one of them suits.
Let me step up on them. Yeah.
Let me step up. Yeah. For real.
For sure.
Yeah, man, that suit was crazy, man. So congratulations, bro. I know y'all had a great time there, man.
Yeah, we did.
And thanks for the information you just was just talking about from entertainment to entrepreneurship. And as we speaking on that topic, there's a subtopic in there where somewhere between the two, your focused shift from the entertainment to building your fashion empire. What was that shift?
Let's see. Man, I think once I realized I had some momentum, I guess you would.
Yeah.
Once I realized I had some buzz, it was like, okay, heck, you gotta go hard with it now.
Right.
Because my stuff started to be on high profile clients that the world now could see. So I couldn't, in the game of spades, like I couldn't renege. I couldn't go back, man. That's 3 books, bro. That's 3
I see what you did right there. That's 3 books right there.
You hear me? Yeah. That's 3 books and a potential fight, dog.
Right.
So I couldn't backtrack, and so that just put more fuel to the fire to focus more on the business and identify ways in which I could, further scale as well as continue to network within that circle. And that's what I've been able to do. And I've been able to work with like some of the biggest names in comedy as a result of that.
Well, look, You just mentioned something very profound. Spades, right? You did 3 books. I'm gonna tell you that was then, right? And you've been scaling business since. So you scaled, and now you pulling Boston's, bro. Yeah, you pulling Boston's. I see.
Every now and again, you get that hand. You get that hot hand.
So man, people, listen, pulling Boston is crazy, but being in the entertainment industry, did it enhance your fashion cues and designs? Did it enhance it?
Absolutely. Okay. I will say, because people that are in the entertainment or that creative space,
right,
they don't come at you with the regular give me a navy blue suit.
Yeah.
They gonna come at you and they want all bells and whistles.
Yes, sir.
And it's going to and it has challenged me to work on projects that I had never worked on before. To come up and create designs that I hadn't designed before, and to have my team work on projects that they hadn't worked on before. So it has definitely helped expand my vision as well as my expertise, and because of the experience. And because, like I said, with those type of clients, they're able to push the limits in terms of something being, either trendy or risque or sexy, because a lot of times they're only going to wear it once
time,
right? And their goal is for eyes to see it and then say something,
right?
So a standard or a traditional navy blue suit might not do it.
Yeah, that's not gonna cut it.
But if we add some bells and whistles, then we in business.
Right. Oh man. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, man. That's a good point. Were you able to utilize any of the connections? How can I say this? We're both networkers. Were you able to network and utilize some of your Hollywood connections and it helped build? I know most of your stuff is word of mouth.
Right.
But how did that process happen? Like, there's a process in between there where you went from your first client, your first tier 1 client, to now you have all the clients.
Oh man, how did it? Well, the first thing I can say is that it was truly organic, because we're talking, it's 2025 now. The first taste of me doing something on a big stage with a comedian will probably be back in 2021, I would say. So
can you drop that comedian's name? Or
oh yeah, no, it was Earthquake. It was Earthquake for sure.
Oh, Earthquake was your first top tier. He was your first tier 1 client.
First tier 1 comedian. Yep.
Nice, man. Earthquake funny still, bro. Let me tell you.
Yeah, and
I used to work with his brother.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, man. When I was over at the DOD at the DC Armory, man. Yeah, I used to work with his brother.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to mention. So the interesting thing about it is Quake is from DC, from Southeast. Yeah. I'm from DC, Southeast. So it was like, it was perfect. But what I was saying is that, so he was my first tier 1 client in comedy. And what I would do was, because he was on tour, the comedy game has changed now. So now when they go on tour, it's not just them. how it used to be back in the day. And the Kings of Comedy changed that. So now you have groups of comedians going on tour at the same time. So now you, as a consumer, you have the benefit of now seeing multiple comedians in one night.
Correct.
So in that same vein, for me, when I'm going to support or be there for one client, I now have the opportunity to meet all of the other comedians that are on that ticket.
Gotcha.
And doing so, I introduce myself, and then I share that I've done work with such and such, whoever that name might be.
Right.
And it started with Earthquake.
Okay.
And once they knew that I'd done work with Earthquake, that was social proof.
Okay.
And then the proof was in the pudding, because they started to see, you know, how his suits were, and it was like, oh, okay, we'll give you a shot. And then that went from Earthquake giving me a shot, that went from Mike Epps giving me a shot, to Donnell Rawlings giving me a shot, Ryan Davis giving me a shot, D.L. Hughley giving me a shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so and that's over time.
Right.
And that's over time. And because, like I said, a couple of them were on the same ticket for a tour. So I was seeing them jokers every weekend.
Right.
And every weekend, if I got Quake laced and I'm showing up suited and booted, the proof is in the pudding.
The proof is in the pudding. Like I said, bro, full Boston, man. Yes, sir.
Well, hey, that like I said, and that's now. But it took some time. It took some time, but Rolodex is kind of sweet now.
So we did a little bit of time traveling, going back to your first tier 1 comedian client, Hollywood client.
Yep.
Let's go even further. I want you to we're doing a time travel. I want you to go back to the point where you said, I'm going to create Tyler McLane.
Wow.
What was that experience like?
Yeah, so we're definitely going back in time with that one.
That's sure. Okay.
That was probably early 2000s.
Okay.
I was still working full time for the federal government at that time. So initially, and this is just a piggyback from that first segment. So initially, when I started selling accessories. So I was selling ties, bow ties, pocket squares, and socks. I wasn't doing anything with clothing. It was just accessories. And even then, I wasn't designing anything. I was just buying it wholesale and reselling.
Okay.
So that's how I got kind of known for being the tie guy, if you will.
Right.
And from that point on, I decided that I knew I didn't want to work for someone for the rest of my life.
Right.
And so while I was working full time, I started writing and developing a business plan.
Okay. The
business plan included doing clothing, and I wanted to do more than just accessories. So in that plan included clothing for men, clothing for women. It included linens for bedding. It included upholstery design. It included shoes. It included just about anything that had a design element to it. I didn't want Tyler McLane to be limited in any capacity.
Got it.
So that was like I said, in early 2000s, man, because I was still working, and I just had a dream, but it was a dream deferred because of my complacency, being in a government, being just settling for that check every 2 weeks.
Right. But what was the emotion, man? What was the emotion when you created your first Tyler McLane official garment, what was the emotion like?
Oh man, it was sweet. It was
Yeah.
sweet because for two reasons. One, because it was something that I could call my own.
Yeah.
And two, I did my first suit for my best friend.
Okay.
For him, one, to trust, and two, to support me, it meant a lot. And because I knew he was going to be representing me, I felt honored and privileged that he would trust me in that capacity. So it felt good, man. It felt good. And I think that's the feeling that I chase almost every time, every garment.
Yeah.
I chase that smile. I chase that thank you. I chase that review when they send me pictures and was like, yo, I killed it at my event, or so many people complimented me, or my wedding was off the chain. Everyone liked my tux, or, you know, whatever little piece it may be. I thrive off of it, bro.
Yeah.
And I think I chase that feeling, like I said, in every garment that I make.
Let me tell you, man, I know exactly what you're talking about. And sometimes I still get nervous, man. I'm 101 episodes in.
Oh, yeah. I'm nervous too on some projects. Yeah.
Yeah. I still get that feeling, man. And, you know, I've created a couple businesses, man. I had some reflective points where I'll go and be introspective. And there was a time a few weeks ago, man, I did a deep dive introspectively, and I always talk about the enemy. Your number one enemy is your inner me. And I was allowing him, man, that voice to get in my head, and you know, I was getting down. I was like, damn, bro. I was like, man, this is, I'm like, man, this is rough. And just listening to craziness. And I'm scrolling like I normally do when I'm looking for something as a spark, something to I can see as a little piece of motivation.
Gotcha.
And there was a guy teaching a class, and he was saying, and this is only God, man. He said, and this happened. He was like, when you hear that negativity, that doubt, the things that your enemy wants you to be comfortable in, because it wants you to be comfortable. It doesn't want you, because challenges create growth, right? And I speak on that on my motivation stuff. But he said you counter the negativity with positive thoughts, with of things that you've already done. So it took me down a rabbit hole, man. And I went back and found all of my old music that I produced when I had my record label. And I just went through the 15 tracks, man, that we created outside of this album I did. And man, I was just like, man, I did that. I created that. And my creativity spirit was like, boom, it was back in business.
Right. Tap right
and that's
back in.
part exactly what you were talking about, chasing that first time feeling. Yeah, man. It's real. That's a real thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. No, it's a real thing.
Yeah. Yep.
It keeps me going. That's part of my why, man.
Dude, now I had to have you on Motivation Mondays, bro, because I'm always talking about your why, man. Once people, smarts, final bosses, motivators, listen, once you find your why is what keeps you going. It's what pushes you through. When life is pulling you back down, situations, circumstances are pulling you back, your why is what keeps you going, no matter what.
The anchor.
It's the anchor. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Wait a minute. You've been watching my Motivation Mondays, bro?
Hey, man, I be tapping in every now and again.
My man.
You already know. I'm trying to get
already, man. Yeah, that's a real feeling, man. But thank you for that. So, quick question. Let's pivot a little bit. So, we did time travel a few times, and now we're on the forefront. You're making your garments. You made your first suit for your best friend, and he killed it. Now, my question is, when it comes to bespoke customizations, how do you choose quality and customization over mass market? And I say that because the things I've seen you create, let me say that again. That was crazy. The things I've seen you create, nobody's doing. And I'm a fashion dude. Like, I'm tapped in.
Right,
nobody's doing what you're doing. And I know that for a fact. So yeah, how do you do that?
I think because when I first started, it started as customization and bespoke. Doing mass production was always like on the back burner.
Right.
And I think for me, I understand that people love the feeling of exclusivity. And people are willing to pay a price and even a premium for such.
Absolutely.
And I think because that's where I started, I just kind of put a pin in it and said, let me work this lane.
Okay.
So it's not to say that I don't want to do mass production, but like you said, sometimes and oftentimes quality is compromised. But you also are making yourself available to a greater market.
Right.
So there are trade-offs.
Okay.
But it's not to say that it's not on my mind. It's just not the primary focus right now. And I think even for me, even if I did do something for the masses, I still don't think I would want to do mass. I would do limited production run.
Right. Limited production pieces.
Yeah, I would be. I think I would do. I'm even leaning towards that, like limited runs, and when it's out. Like we're making 50, and after 50, we're done.
That's what a lot of the big names do, man. Yep. They do limited runs, man.
Yeah, and then that cuts down because you don't want to have a whole lot of inventory and things sitting either. So that was another thing initially that I thought about when I was starting. I was like, if I didn't have the market and the people, but I have all of these pieces of clothing, what am I going to do with them? Right. I said, let me build the demand, let me build the audience. And I can do that much more easily, one garment at a time. And then on top of that, each garment being different. Like when you mass produce, you're producing one of the same garment a million times.
Yeah.
So again, for me, that the thought is definitely still there. Definitely still. But I appreciate exclusivity, and I appreciate that people appreciate exclusivity and are willing, like I said, to pay for it, and sometimes even at a premium.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, his list of tier 1 customers. Let me give you the list because I've done my homework. Let me know if I'm wrong. He's styled and has done customizations for Earthquake, Donnell Rawlings, Mike Epps, D.L. Hughley, newly found. Well, I wouldn't say newly, but he's new in the scene. Ryan Davis, NBA VP David Booth.
Yes, sir.
Hill Harper.
Yeah. Yep.
Pastor Mike Freeman.
Yep.
And man, the list goes on. Though I just dropped a few. I'm dropping a few. Let you guys know that this is serious business here.
Yeah.
Right? This is serious business, and this is what we do on our special guest episode. Business entrepreneurs, community leaders, political activists, people who work in charity. And you know, I love community leaders, man. If you're a community leader, you want to come on the show, come on the show. Let's talk about it. But with each client, he's built a relationship. That relationship is helping him build his empire. That's how it works.
And you just said
That's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. Smarts, motivators, final bosses. That's how it works, man. I hope you guys are taking notes, man, because you can do it too.
Absolutely.
Very possible.
We can
you got to
do
dedicate yourself. Yeah.
Absolutely. You can just take it one step at a time, bro. One day at a time. Because like I said,
one day at a time, man. And to go back to the brass tacks, entrepreneurship is living a few years of your life like most people won't. So you can spend the rest of your life like most people can't. Mm-hmm. That's what it's about. You have to dedicate it to yourself that this is what you want to do. Listen, if you, and nothing against anyone who works a 9-to-5 or who's happy being employed. Everybody should be happy being employed. You have a job. But let me tell you, that job is not going to get you rich.
Not at all.
The job is not going to get you rich. I don't care. It's not alone. Unless you have a mentor and somebody is assisting you with doing outside investments and things of that nature. The job alone is not going to get you rich, man.
Right.
And I hate to say that. It's going to keep you where you at and comfortable. Right? This is the ocean. This is your head above water. This is you. This is where you're going to be. Right here.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just had to put that out there, bro.
Nah, that's real. That's real. Yeah. You got to start working on something while you're there.
Man, yeah, exactly. So
that's always, like I tell people, like, they be like, man, you do what you do full time. It must be nice. I'm like, yeah, but I didn't start this way, dude. My situation did not start like that, and it wasn't a smooth transition either.
Right.
Some people have the
opportunity. Is it? Some challenges.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. And so some people, they have the opportunity to still work their 9-to-5 and dedicate time to another effort and benefit from both. Like I didn't. Mine stopped. I had one and it stopped, and I had to build the other one.
Right.
There was no smooth transition. It wasn't no smooth passing of the baton on that one at all.
Yeah,
we dropped that baton and was disqualified. we had to wait. We had to wait a whole another 4 for the next round of the league. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, you had a full stop.
I was out of that race. That was done.
Yeah.
Done.
Right. Going back to our first segment, man. If you guys get a chance, if you haven't seen it, I know most of you have. Go check out the 100th episode, which was the last episode of season 2. There was a point where we were talking about entrepreneurship and how it starts here. You become a CEO before you become a CEO. You become an entrepreneur before you become an entrepreneur. Like you were working for the government. I was working for the government. But we in the back of our minds, we knew that wasn't going to be our mainstay. We always knew that the path to entrepreneurship was at the end of the road. Right. So it starts before. It starts before. So you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be a business owner, act on it now. Start building that process, building your own processes, and get to that point if that's what you truly want to do. So you had mentioned a few moments ago how you built your business model. Can you, in your opinion, when you were building your business model, can you discuss each aspect of that business model that made you be where you are right now?
Yes. I can.
Okay.
But I was just thinking as you were finishing the question. Initially, man, although I had a business plan, I didn't quite follow the business plan.
Oh, okay. Usually that happens.
But I would not recommend that.
Okay.
I recommend that. But I think what happens is over time things change. And when I tell you the internet has truly changed the game.
Oh yeah.
It has truly changed the game. And that's for a lot of industries. Because what it has done, it has leveled the playing field.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be a big boy or a big girl or have this big thing first before people know you. Right. People can know you and you cannot have a big thing first now.
True.
So I think for me, I just was able to take advantage of that, meaning taking advantage of social media, because when it first came out, it was for fun. It really wasn't many people using it for strategy. You weren't buying ads on Facebook and all that when it first came out because it was for college students.
Right.
So over time, that evolved. And as that evolved, it helped people from a personal standpoint to, further build their network. But it also in turn helped businesses, and me or my business being one of them, because I was now able to leverage my network. Gotcha. So now when I do some work with an A-list client, I can now post that and it gets shared multiple times, multiple eyes on it. So now I have more social proof that this guy is pretty serious about what he does.
Exactly.
And then I just build off of that when I go to my next client, because I do the same thing. Like you said, I build the relationship, I build the rapport. Once I get them in a fit, I get content and I post that content. It goes to thousands of people, if not millions.
Yeah.
And it's, when you talk Netflix, dude, millions of eyes have seen my stuff.
Oh, like, bro.
And that's not me just saying it just to be saying it. Like, that is 100% fact.
That's facts. That's facts. I remember when you started with just Hectors. I remember that.
Yeah.
So, thank you for that information.
For sure.
I appreciate that, man. Look, we both a little bit of, so my first MOS, I was a logistician in the Army. It was short, but that was my first job. And I know that you studied logistics,
right,
at A&T. Shout out to A&T.
Eggy Pride all day.
Yes, sir. As a fellow logistician,
Mm-hmm.
I understand and I know that you control your entire process from design to delivery. How does that feel, man?
It feels good. It feels
Yeah.
good. To have control over every aspect. It feels good. But it's a lot of responsibility as well.
Absolutely.
Because if any aspect doesn't go as planned, then I'm the guy that has to eat it. And I've had to do that.
Yo, Heck, I lost you. He'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I think he had some technical difficulties. And as soon as he gets back, we'll finish the conversation. I hope everyone is enjoying our first episode. Look, I'm going to throw a flag on the play. Boom. Flag on the play. Flag on the play, man, because why not? Why not throw a flag on the play? This is our first episode, man, of the new season. Season number 3. Season number 3. Man, I got the lineup and the different topics. It's crazy stuff, man. We are going to be hitting a lot of different points. Our next episode, which is sitting down with me, will be on Sunday, live at 9 p.m. And then we're going to be on for Monday, 2 times on Monday at the crack of dawn. And then at 9 p.m. for Motivation Mondays. He's back. Let's get him back in.
My bad, dude.
Oh, no worries, man. We continue the show, bro. It's all good.
Where did I leave off at? Where did I leave off at?
We were talking about you being a logistician. We were talking about your processes.
Oh, yeah. And being able to control every aspect. Yeah.
Right.
But what I was saying was it's a lot of responsibility because if something goes awry in any part of that process, then I'm the fall guy. And I was saying that there has been times when I've had to pay the price.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively, whether it meant remaking something because of a fit adjustment, and or there's been times when I needed something by a certain time and I may not have made that deadline and I had to pay and eat it. You know what I'm saying? So those are lessons learned that I have taken away that's caused me to be smarter and wiser and to be more proactive rather than reactive.
Got it.
But yes, being able to have my hand and control on every part logistically is priceless. I promise you, it's priceless.
Ladies and gentlemen, smarts, final bosses, motivators, listen, when it comes to business, these type of things happen. And it's never personal. It's never personal. It's always business. So you don't be getting mad at your client. That's your customer. You take care of them. That's what you're there for. And when you take care of them, they're going to let everybody else know that you took care of them. And that's the nature of business. Heck, you went viral, man, one time, bro. You were delivering, and I remember this, you were delivering a product to a rapper. I can't think of his name.
BG from the High
my man, BG. Listen, BG, bro. BG back in the day.
Our time, dude. That's our time.
Dude, what? Man, BG, dude. BG is what put me on the Cash Money. Oh, man, where you go? Yo, Heck. speaking of which, BG, which was his customer, that went viral. BG is what put me onto Cash Money Records, man, back in the 2000. His music was crazy. The beats were raw. The lyrics were authentic and official. And shout out to BG, man, because yeah, I wouldn't have known about Cash Money if it wasn't for BG. But Heck could be back. These things happen. These things happen. And when they do, you have to adjust. You have to adjust and keep going. And look at that. Look like he's
Hey, dude.
He's back.
Yeah, because they calling and I'm doing it on my phone this time instead of my laptop. That's why.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but it was back to BG. Yeah, go ahead. You were saying BG, right?
Yeah. So I was just telling everyone that BG is the reason he put me on the Cash Money from the 99 to 2000. It was because of BG. And bro, dude was authentic, man. He was raw. His beats were crazy, man. And that 99 2000 era, the drug game was heavy, 80s and 90s.
Yeah, for sure.
If you grew up in DC, look, it's just one of those things that happen.
Right.
It's one of those things that happened. The era was the culture was here. And it was touching everything. There was no way you were not involved. I'll say that. There was no way you were not involved in that culture between the 80s and 90s here in the District of Columbia. And that's it. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Right. But man, that's where the hustler mentality comes from, man.
Yeah.
That's where the hustler mentality comes from.
Nah, but that was cool working with BG though.
Oh yeah, man. That's my man, bro. $100 grand BG, bro. Big fan of his.
And that thing went crazy, man. And that's what I'm talking about. So that post, man,
that's when you had that varsity jacket on.
Yeah,
bro.
Had the
I need a Final Boss varsity jacket, bro. Listen, man, we're gonna make that happen.
Send me the logo. We can cook.
We're gonna cook. We're gonna cook, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but that post, that thing went crazy. That post
went crazy, man.
And that's what I'm talking about. So when I do stuff like that, I got hundreds of thousands of eyes on my stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No magazine, no promo. I ain't have to pay for that. Like,
man. That's awesome.
And you can't predict that. That's what I'm saying.
You can't predict.
You can't put that in the business plan.
No, you can't. You cannot. And it's funny you said that because I'm all about analytics, man. Analytics. If you're a podcaster, you need to, and you're not about you're not about analytics. You're not a real podcaster. Analytics is so important, and you have to look. You're looking at your views, you're looking at your interactions, you're looking at your comments, you're looking at all your likes and all these other things. It's a buildup. And I go back, man. I got a few episodes that have hit 2 million views, and I'm going back. I'm like, man, what did I do there to make this particular thing happen? And I'm always trying to figure that out, man. But you just don't know.
Not with the algorithm, bro. You don't.
Yeah, not with the algorithm. Listen,
you don't know what's going to hit.
That algorithm is that monster. Yeah.
Hey, dog. But this is why I tell people post anyway, because you never know which one going to hit.
Look, what's our comedian we was talking about in the first season? I just saw him the other day.
Which one? New, young,
young. I hate to say it, he got a lot of kids. You know what I'm talking about.
Come on,
Wayne.
Wayne, yeah, Country Wayne,
right? Country Wayne. That business wise, that's a smart motherfucker.
All day
Real
long.
Talk. all day long. Smart motherfucker, man. Listen, he killing it. This dude, he said a few years ago, before I got into the podcast thing, and he kind of like helped me give me that push over the ridge to do this. He said, man, I get paid $30,000 for something I did 5, 6 years ago, 10 years ago. He's like, create the content.
Yep. He a master at that.
He said, when it's going to get picked up, somebody's going to see it. And when they do, it's going to run. And then what a lot of people do is once they see something of yours, now they're intrigued. They go way back.
Yeah. See what else you get.
See what else you did and see what you how you started and things of that nature. Yeah, man. Shout out to Country Wayne for that, man. But
yeah, sure.
Absolutely. Question for you, and we're gonna go over. I don't even care. We're gonna go over. Oh, I can't say that. Do you have time to go over? How's your time?
I got like 5 or 10 more.
Okay, cool, perfect.
Yeah.
Real quick, can you elaborate on how diversification equals domination?
Yeah, absolutely. But when I started, I was strictly doing suiting and I was strictly doing men, which was cool because I obviously had a target audience, but I was limited because if I was dealing with someone of the opposite sex, that wasn't my market at the time. So diversification came when the pandemic hit.
Okay.
Because again, at that time I was only doing suiting and I was only doing men. When the pandemic hit, everything shut down. So men weren't wearing suits for one. And then men weren't even going out.
Right.
So I had to pivot and I had to figure out a way to diversify. And I had to identify in which ways I was going to diversify. So the first way was I wanted to diversify what my offerings was even to the men. So I started to offer other styles other than formal and dress wear. So then we got, business casual, then you got leisure, and then you got sportswear. That changed the game. But the biggest game changer was when I partnered with other tailors to start doing women's wear.
Right. Women's wear, killing it.
Because now I'm able to service any and everybody I meet.
Gotcha. Man, I bet you made a lot of contacts at the Rannies.
And that changed the game, man. Yeah. That changed the game right there. So for me, that is what allowed me to have a more dominating space in the game, because sometimes you have brands that only do things for men or have brands that only do things for women, and that's cool. But again, you're limited. But when you have a brand that caters to men, women, and kids, man, sky's the limit.
Yeah, sky's the
limit. Because anybody's a client. When I walk out my house, anybody's a potential client now.
Absolutely.
I don't have to just go to the men's meeting anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
And speaking of sky's the limit, man, let's talk future. Let's talk future, man. Tyler McLane's position in the luxury fashion market. Where do you see yourself in the future?
Man.
Bro, that should be an easy question. I know that answer.
I mean, I want to say the top, bro. Like,
bro, number one. That's it. That's the end of the conversation. Number one. You want, man?
I mean,
look,
I was just trying to be a little humble with it, but
bro,
look, be at the top.
This ain't the time to be humble, man. This is a final boss. And you will fight a bro. It's not time to be humble right now, man. We can be humble later.
After the show, okay, 100%, 100%. Yeah, we want to be up there. We want to be up there.
You gonna be up there, bro. I know that for a fact, man.
And here's the other part too, Turbo. Like I respect other people in the game and in my field too.
We have to.
And I know that beauty is all in the eye of the beholder, so it's subjective.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that being the case, I take all of that into consideration, knowing that just because I like it doesn't 100% transfer to somebody else liking it. But if it does, I'll take it.
That's with everything. And you know, I tell people, I say, look, man, you gotta shut down the whispers.
Yeah.
There are going to be people who love you, and there are going to be people that hate you. There are going to be people that like what you do, and there are going to be people that don't like what you do.
100%.
Ignore the whispers. Do what you have to do. Stay focused and go. You hit your targets, man. Stay focused. The whispers, you got to let them go. Not talking to you, talking to my smarts, my final bosses, and my motivators. You got to let that stuff go, man. Stop letting people get to you and talk to you. Whatever. You do you. That's what you got to do. So, Tyler McLane's position, you're going to be number one, bro. Number one in the world. Like the final boss, man. I'm going to be number one in the world.
That part.
Contest, man. I'm no disrespect to anybody else, but if I'm not aiming and shooting for the top, man, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Right? 100%. And I'm gonna be at the awards in my Tyler McLane's snake skin and
all that,
print and diamond out suit. Listen, man, I'm like,
bells and whistles.
This Tyler McLane right here.
Bells and whistles, bud.
Exactly. Real talk, man.
Gotcha.
Oh man, so I know we get ready to close out, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. I got a few more questions. Speaking of Tyler McLane, how do you measure? Because you mentioned this early a few moments ago about business. How do you measure impact beyond revenue?
That's a great question. And for me, it's easy. It's the response I get from my clients.
Okay.
It's the feedback. That's how I measure it. Because sometimes there are some people that I never even post. So I can't get any outside validation because I don't post it.
Right.
So it has to come from that individual. You know what I'm saying? So that's my reward. That's how I gauge my success. Their feedback. What they say to me after they try on their garment, after they went to their event, after they had a nice time. That's the reward right there.
That's data. That's metrics.
Yeah.
That's scalable. That's scalable, man. You know, and data is important when you're an entrepreneur and business person, man. So it's all about data. It's all about analytics, man. That's feedback. It's measurable and scalable. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to close out. But before we go, last question. And this is for our youth and for the generations under us, and in your opinion. The title of tonight's show, which was episode 101, first episode of the third season, tonight's show was called DC to Hollywood. In your opinion, DC to Hollywood, what does that mean to you for the next generation or generations?
It means hope.
Hope.
It means hope. Yeah, because you have a lot of, not even kids, man, but you got a lot of people who have dreams of what they see on TV. And meaning, when I say TV, I mean like, I guess Hollywood, if you will.
Yeah.
And sometimes people think that it's impossible because of where they may be from.
Yeah.
And so when you told me that title, I was like, oh man, I was feeling that. And in feeling that, part of it is because it can provide hope.
Absolutely.
It can provide hope to know
Yeah.
that you can be from wherever you can be and still make it to wherever you want to go.
Absolutely.
Like I think hope is just packed with a whole lot of hope, dog.
Hope.
And we need that these days.
Absolutely, man. That, no, without a doubt, bro. We need a lot of hope. A lot of hope. And man, thank you for that. Thank you for this conversation again. Look,
thank you for the opportunity, man, to be on
always,
the show.
Man.
And
look, this is not the last time.
Oh no,
You just the cousin. We bringing you back.
Of course, bro. Of course,
already,
bro.
Man.
Quarterly, bro. Like whatever. Quarterly, whatever you want to do, man.
Yeah.
We might have to have our own little segment every now and again or something. I don't know.
That sounds like a plan to me, bro. Salute
we can
to
brainstorm
for real. Brainstorm, man. Yeah, we could do it. Absolutely. To my smarts, to my final bosses. Listen, to my motivators. Your Hollywood moment is waiting. Your success moment in what area you live in, DC, Maryland, Virginia, wherever, around the world, wherever you are, that moment is waiting for you to design it. Start designing it today. And that's our show.
I love it.
Shout out to my man, Hack.
All day.
Shout out to Tyler McLane, his brand.
For sure.
Listen, he'll be back. I would definitely be back. This is the TheFinalBoss podcast. I need you guys to be balanced, be equal, and be smart. And good morning to each. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to wherever you are watching this episode. Thank you. We appreciate you. Have a great week. Have a phenomenal night. And go design that life that you want to have. You're the architect.
I love it.
You're the grand architect. You come from the master architect. Yeah. Go design it, man. Love you guys. Be good. See you soon.